Today, we're looking at Tazz-Mania on the Super Nintendo. Tazz-Mania was released on the Super Nintendo by Sunsoft in 1993. Tazz-Mania is a unique game that is like a mixture between a racing game and a platformer game. Each level, you must eat a certain amount of yellow birds to proceed, while avoiding traffic and a female Tasmanian devil that wants nothing more than to kiss Taz, based on an early 90s cartoon of the same name. Remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps us this channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, how is Tazz-Mania today? Here is our review of Tazz-Mania for the Super Nintendo. The story in this game is so simplistic that it's almost non-existent. You play as Taz, of course, and travel across different roads to get home. I'm not sure why he just couldn't take a car. However, anyways, the story isn't particularly grand or memorable. It fit him okay. However, there are no cutscenes to explain the story at all. The simplest way I can describe the gameplay is really average. The game is divided into 5 acts in which there are 3 levels. The levels are timed, and you must complete them before the time runs out or go straight to the game's overscreen. You advance through these levels by eating yellow kiwi birds that are wandering aimlessly across the road. All the while, you'll be traveling on top speeds, dodging the obstacles that are in your way. You'll be faced with cars and trucks that can flatten you, little creatures that cling onto the screen to impair your vision, a female version of Taz who apparently kisses you to death if you stay on one spot too long. The biggest issue with the game is that each level is set up exactly the same, with little or no variation. Every time you play, you can expect to do the same thing, with the exception of having to find a few extra birds as the game progresses. You'll notice the gameplay gets repetitive as soon as you reach Act 3. Most of the controls are straightforward. You use the D-pad to guide Taz along the road, and when you start to see the yellow bird, you press the Y button. Jumping is accomplished by using the B button, which is useful when attempting to catch the airborne blue, red, or green birds. Most of the time, moving around and gathering birds isn't too difficult. However, there are moments when you stray to the right and collide with a cactus. It can be extremely difficult to keep running on the road and avoid accidentally moving to the left, which can waste a lot of time. Those, including Taz, appear bright, clean, and vibrant as they should be. The characters you meet on the road are wonderfully detailed, which surprised me given how poorly they did in the backgrounds. Each level basically has the same design, with the exception of a few color tweaks here and there. There was no difference in how the levels are structured, and the backgrounds could have been much better. Almost every level features the same spiraling black circular surrounding by a large area that only changes the color when the level changes. It actually surprised me how little effort they put into the background. The easiest way I can explain this is it's very easy and effective. While the music isn't the best ever composed, it does seem to complement the game and the stages you're playing on. There isn't much else to say about the music because it isn't particularly memorable. Taz's babble distracts from the overall sound quality. The water sounds like water, the skidding noises are nicely done, and there's not much else to say other than it works. So is Tazz-Mania any good today? Although this is one of those games that delivers nothing new after you played it once, it can provide you with a few minutes of fun if you have some free time. Granted, you may not feel driven to jump in and start playing for a few hours at a time, but it does provide something to do for an hour or two, and it is enjoyable for the first few levels. This game is all about the repeat value, simply because it's a simple little adventure to play when you don't feel like playing a more complex game. Overall, Tazz-Mania is a basic little game that is extremely playable when you only have a few minutes to kill. The first few levels are a lot of fun, but the repetitive gameplay combined with the uninspiring level design will keep you from coming back. The problem with this game was that it lacked variation, which is necessary when trying to entice a player. Tazz, for the Super Nintendo, is getting a 6 out of 10. What did you think about Tazz for the Super Nintendo? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That will do it for this review. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review, and please leave comments below to share your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here in the next episode. Have a great day.